the witness. Chair, and I want to beg the committee that I believe it is not about the lack of staffing. It's about the competence and ability of people working. Because if you have noted, these errors are so basic. In this financial year, and this the financial year that the staff was still intact. It is going by the audit that the governor did in 2024. And in that financial year, Chair, the governor spent 3.98 billion on wages, as per the Office of the Auditor General report. In that financial year, and it is even in the audit reports, and our brothers can confirm. So the issue, Chair, and I want to put it to the governor, it is not about lack of staff. It is about incompetence and ability. And it looks like the Nandi County is at an autopilot. Because you can see there is a lot of disconnect. If you ask a governor the question, he will just run to say lack of staff, lack of staff. You know, it doesn't make sense, Chair. Number one. Number two, I have seen this camel, Talam, has been given in the payment voucher that is annexed to that the good governor has given of 600,000. So I don't know, Kinoti and Kashanja, this voucher that has been provided of 600,000, what is the law? Can you give somebody money to go and take money on their behalf, go and pay another one? So you will highlight us. And then, Chair, this voucher that has been provided, it was collected by the chief officer and the fund manager. But in this voucher, there are things that are missing at the law that no one collected. There was no ID number, there was no amount, and the date. So we doubt the authenticity of this payment voucher, unless the people who took the money can swear an affidavit to veracity of this document. So this scammer went away with 600,000 from 7 to 8 December 2023. So, and I still believe the minutes, as my brother Senator Chimera, who is our in-law, has indicated that this is undermining the intelligence of the committee. Because if you look at it, all these issues, even there was the people that were paid, this schedule of attendance at Alliance Hotel, it was only a signature. There is no place that indicated that this money was received. You can see only it was the education scheme meeting. There was the chair ID number. I thought the proper way is people to sign for attendance and indicate the amount that were paid for. So the veracity of this document, and you know, Chair, the Section 62 of the Public Audits Act is very clear. Section 62, you should just invoke the punishment of lack of documentation. Because, Chair, we don't want cooking to happen so that people can appear before this committee. So this one should have been done. And then I've seen the receipt from Allen's accommodation for 2 days and meals that came to 280,000. Governor, is Allen's among the pre-qualified service providers to the county government of Nandi? And if so, where is the contract that you engage them if it is among the pre-qualified as part of the evidence? Because if you went and did accommodation for this committee for meals and conference without a pre-qualification of the hotel, then it is violating the procurement procedure. So can the governor provide the evidence of the contractual obligation and pre-qualification of this company? Governor, finally, I can see you are among the attendees on 6th and 8th December 2023, alongside CCM of Education and Finance. In this meeting, I can see all these people have been catered for at Royal City Hotel. Were you among the beneficiaries? Because you are among the attendees of that event. Because as per the law, you should be, was the accommodation and attendance provided for. And finally, Chair, also you can see voucher number 427, although it is unwritten. And this one is interesting. It says being payment of facilitating officer clearing identification of beneficiaries for financial year 2023 as per the officer, which is unnamed, Mark Chair, received 1,799,000. Then there is only the stamp of the education fund and the fund manager, but there are no details of the person who collected. So, Governor, this is your document after the minutes. If you will be kind enough to note that document. Who was being given this money? Forger number 427. Because we can only see the stamp, but not the details of the officer who picked 1.7 million. So who is this person? Is it still the same Kamel or a different person? Because in your earlier, Governor, in your earlier one of 600,000, it had been done and indicated the officer who picked the money of 600,000. And in fact, the forger number was 428, which is not unwritten, but on this one, it is unwritten of 427. And you have just saying being made to facilitate the officer. Who is this officer that is collecting 1.7 million, and where is she taking? And where is the schedule that shows that 1.7 million was given? Those will be my three questions. Chair, before the governor answers, I don't know, Kinoti and Mark, whether under the PMF Act, can somebody pick money on behalf of the people? I thought we had made a decision on the matter. Can I go today and pick the sitting allowances of this committee as a chair of this committee, which I am not, and then I come and give out? Does the law allow? Maybe you can go on record so that the people are aware. Chair, I think that's very serious. Imagine the chair going to pick committee sitting allowances on behalf of people.
For chair, we can allow, not you.
But usually,
Chair, we trust you.
No, sitting allowances, you know, Chimera is excited for things I don't know. I'm saying for sitting allowances. Let's listen from the Chinoti and you know, with the current fight against corruption in the country, you must be very careful. Maybe Mark and Kinoti can say something.
Mark, you can respond, and then let the governor respond also.
So, Chair, ideally what should happen when issuing of interest, each person should be able to collect their money, because the interest is issued to an individual. So when you surrender as an individual. That is as per the PFM, Chair, regulations. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, so that is what I wanted. The law under interest is issued individual. And that is why when you travel or when you are doing county visit, it is issued individual. Sure. So that's why I was looking for this comment.
Chair, point of order, Chair. There's something that Senator is really, I mean, for powers of indulgence, I agree with him. But then again, Chair, you know, this name Camel keeps on coming up many times, and I mean, the Senator is referring to that particular Camel. And you know, Senator is a lawyer, and I'm sure he knows something in law called principles of natural justice. This lady is not before this committee, Chair. And I think Governor has ably said that she left the fund as well, Chair. I don't know how we will proceed, and I seek your direction to that effect, because if she's not before this committee, Chair, and the good senator keeps on referring to her, it is unfair to her wherever she is, Chair. We don't know how we will get her satisfactory responses as to these issues, and I doubt even Governor has the capacity to answer on her behalf, Chair. So maybe perhaps, Chair, you can give us direction as to how best we can proceed. On the issue of Scamel not being present yet, we keep on referring to her, and the principle of natural justice protects her from these kind of issues, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, on your indulgence, just for clarity, because this is a discussion, Senator Kavindu had said there is no vacuum in office. When you take office, you take assets and liabilities. And the responses that we are considering here, the governor has won before. So anything that will come out of this conversation is the governor is under oath. So therefore, with all tremendous respect to my in-law, Senator Chimera, and we might end up, if he is not careful, I will talk to Wazir to increase the fine of paying extra dowry, Chair, because what we are saying is very simple. This Camel is the fund manager. She's the one who signed these financial statements. So is it the position of Senator Chimera that since Kamel is not here and the governor has taken oath and has owned the responses, that we should not be considering the responses and the financial statement? I believe not. Okay. Because those officers exist in perpetuity and there are people already in office.
Very well.
Chair, as to authenticity of the document signed by Scamel, we can only get responses from that particular Scamel. And Chair, this committee has power to summon this particular Scamel. It is wrong to discuss how it is not here, Chair.
Honorable members, let us proceed with the issues in the
Correct.
query.
Correct.
The issues in the query, and let's avoid talking about witnesses who are not here. Because the governor has taken an oath on behalf of the county.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
so let us strictly adhere to the issues, and the governor will respond.
And Chair, note, all these responses are being signed by the fund manager, and that fund manager has a name. So it is up to the governor to guide the committee on his responses, because even, for example, in this payment voucher, it was picked by two people. Chief officer, which I believe she's here with us, and the fund manager. So one witness is already here, so we can still rely on that one witness.
The governor is going to guide us on how the questions are going to be responded.
Yeah.
So let us give the governor, you have asked questions, let him respond, and he will guide us on how they are going to be responded.
Thank you, Chair. Just allow me again to ask the CEC Finance to respond.
Thank you.